Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio it's better. Not only more quickly, but just better manifesting. And so because of that, there are several things in this tarot presentation that are different from other tarot offerings. First of all, only one picture on the screen, that's it, this one that you're looking at. The reason is I want to minimize the visual distractions. When you are looking at a screen that is two-dimensional, so desktop, laptop, even phone, television, you are becoming a spectator, not a participator. To manifest, you have to participate. You have to be involved. Almost intimately, and in fact, in some cases, intimately. You really need to be connected. When you're looking at pictures on screens or images on screens, I don't care if they're moving, doesn't make any difference. You are still sitting up there in the peanut gallery. You're watching, you're not participating. So, one picture, that's it. Number two, some people tell me that they get into a meditative state. They just close their eyes and they listen to the narrative. That's excellent. Produces even more pictures, less visual distraction. And the other thing that I focus on is trying to inspire you. I give you a message that is different in interpretation from all other tarot readings because this is about manifesting. So we're focusing on you, not in a narcissistic way, but in a way that enlightens and lifts, that makes you better, makes you more, makes you believe in yourself more. It's that inspiring that is the essence of these readings. So, as you look on the screen, two rows of cards. We begin on the bottom, work our way to the top. Both top and bottom, middle cards are important. We begin with the card on the bottom in the middle. It is the Oracle card. Why? Simple question, but profound. Because it exhibits strength. It takes a lot of strength to ask why. You wouldn't think so, but to explain or to dig behind the obvious, to explore what is in back of the obvious, takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength. Because in many cases, the people who you are asking why to either don't know the answer themselves or they don't want to answer. They don't want you to know. World is full of people like that now. They don't want you to know. Just follow. Just do what we're telling you. Trust the science. Trust the science. It's our science. We're making it up. There's nothing to it. But trust us. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't question. And you see that all over the place because there is censoring all over. They want their message, their products, their services alone to be highlighted. And everything else does not exist. So, especially today, to ask the question, why? Takes a lot of strength, takes a lot of courage. And that's really what you're working toward. That's really where you are headed. So let's begin. Bottom row all the way to the left. The first card there is the World card. It's a completion. It's an integration. It's a wholeness. And that's really what you're looking for in your life. Just having somebody tell you, well, this is the way it is, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You need to know what's behind their answer. Why are you saying this to me? You're going to get some blowback because people don't want you to think for yourself. That's really what asking why is all about. You're thinking for yourself. They do not want that. You just follow along. You do what we tell you, how we tell you, when we tell you. Period. But the World card says, wait a minute. It's a period of integration, a period of wholeness, of unity. I got to put the parts and pieces together, so I have to ask why. Next card, King of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, enthusiasm, being plugged into life. And the kings in every suit always make the proclamations. It's the queens that get the work done, but it's the kings that make the proclamations. And with the King of Wands here, it is you want to be more plugged into your life. You want to feel more positive, more hopeful, more energetic. You want more juice in your life. You don't want to just go along to get along, because that takes you nowhere. Somebody says something to you, here, do this. Why? And if they blow back on you, these are people who you don't want around you, and this is the kind of thinking you don't want around you, because it takes away your enthusiasm, your positivity, your potential. Alrighty? So you are asking the question why to move forward to a position of wholeness and enthusiasm and possibility. And to do that, you need a little self-love. Little is the operative term here. It's the Page of Cups. Not a big deal, at least on the outside. Inside is a whole different game altogether. Outside, people looking at it may think, well, it's just a little love or positive offering, little support for yourself. Because remember, we're talking here about manifesting. So maybe adjusting your attitude toward you, believing in you, trusting you. Something that they may not notice very much. Hence the Page of Cups. Small offering, but huge, huge potential. And the final card on the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune. You take this card with the World card, and it tells you you have the possibility to move. You're feeling it. You want to change. You want to know why. I'm not just going to do it because you say so, because I'm becoming aware that you've been lying to me about every single thing. It's gotten to the point where I know you're lying if your lips are moving. I know you're lying. So I want to know why. I have to get that answer. And it's important to you. It's vital to you. And with the World card and now the Wheel of Fortune card, Wheel of Fortune, of course, is destiny. It's a turning point, right? It's an awakening. That's where you're at. That's where you're at. The World card was looking for wholeness through enthusiasm, love, positivity in your life. And now you're ready. You see the big picture. You want to move ahead. You have had an awakening. And once you have that awakening, man, oh man, oh man, it's tough to turn off. And you shouldn't. Keep asking why. And depending on their response, will tell you immediately whether you want to have anything to do with them or not. Do they blow back at you? Do they lie to you? Do they condescend? You know what, these people, they answer the question straight up and fairly, clearly. That's a different story. That's how you can help determine. Next card, interestingly, top row, card to the left, again, the Page of Cups. It's this little belief in yourself, little trust in yourself, little love in yourself, little acceptance of yourself. It's, again, for the person on the outside, it's no big deal. They may not even know the difference at all. But you will feel the difference. You will feel the difference. And one of the things here that you really need to pay attention to is the next card over, the Two of Pentacles. Twos are always decisions, values, because that's what Pentacles are all about, the value. And don't think money. Think things that are valuable, like happiness, friendship, joy, health, love. Money doesn't buy any of those things. And if there's anything that we are missing in the world right now, a European psychologist just wrote a new book about it. It's connection. And this connection thing is not just from the last 3 years, although the last 3 years has highlighted how distant we have become from one another. But he says that this is a long-term problem. Once we started to get addicted to things, we quit people. And we are seeing now the effects of detaching from people. And of course, like I said, the last 3 years have just simply amped that up. So it really became obvious, really became something that you could not deny. So the unhappiness, the angst in the world, the lack of motivation, the lack of connection, it's all about that. And if we're having a tough time connecting with other people, then we're having a tough time connecting with ourselves because it begins with us, right? So these are the values that you need to look at. That's why you need to do the Page of Cups. Love yourself. Do something to be positive. Do the King of Wands. Look for that enthusiasm, that connection in your life. You have the World card saying, guess what? You're ready to move to a sense of wholeness, completeness. And the Wheel of Fortune says you are ready to see the big picture. You're looking for it because you're asking why. And the next card over after the Two of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on your values. You get it. What I've been chasing, what I've been told is important, is not. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting that point of understanding. But I have to keep asking why. Yes, it takes a lot of strength. People do not want you to ask why. It makes them uncomfortable. Many of them don't know why themselves, or they're hiding from you. They're manipulating you. They don't want to have to answer. Look at the quality of the answer. Is it straightforward? Is it honest? Are they open? The way to determine that, next two cards are going to help you out a lot there. All the way to the right upper, it's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition, the subconscious, wisdom, inner wisdom. And the center card up top just confirms that whole idea because it is the Moon card. You and me and everybody else have been living an illusion. We thought the world was in one place. Yeah, it stunk sometimes. It was terrible sometimes, but it was basically okay. That was an illusion. That was a delusion. The Moon card says you have to stop. The High Priestess says you have to stop. Trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right, you ask why, and the answer doesn't fit. And you got your answer. But it takes strength to ask why. And that's really what you have to work on right now, is summoning up the strength. Keep it going. Why? This is a critical time in humanity. You can play a critical part with yourself. And then you can pass that energy on to other people. And in so doing, kind of save the world from itself. So ask the question why. Keep that strength. Follow your intuition. You are coming to a point of revelation where you see the whole picture, where you can have a life that means something to you and those around you. That's the reading for today. Back with another tarot reading tomorrow. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time we get together to do tarot, peace and blessings. And, of course, one more thing. Do something inspiring today.